Hello, welcome everybody to more GBO2. We have the Gym Guard Custom today. Still one of my favorite raids. Gym Guard Custom, of course, it has the big old shield as its specialty, the thing that really makes it unique. Did make it unique. We have two things that have a similar shield now, but I digress. The big shield with the Gatling guns in it. We've also got the Doulahan that has... It's the same shield, but it fires different. This, I think, fires from each of the Gatlings individually versus the Doulahan fires them at the same time, I believe. The fire pattern is just different. The Doulahan dumps its damage a lot quicker. It's an interesting little difference between the two. But as you can see, like when you're like guarding with it, when you're crouching or like backstepping or whatever, it covers so much volume. And anybody that's decent is still gonna like shoot like at your feet and trip you up anyway. But it definitely makes it a lot harder. Definitely makes it a lot harder to hit you. Definitely makes it a lot harder to get stuns off on you. You're able to just kind of soak damage a lot more than with most suits, even if not completely perfectly. Then, of course, as its main weapon, it has a beam rifle, and then it's got the backup cannons on the shoulders, which, when paired together, stuns really effectively. This round ended up being pretty good because, quite simply, the enemy support ends up being really unlucky. We've got him right in front of us here. You can see the shoulder cannons doing their job of getting their stun. Didn't push up. I'm not sure what knocked me over. Because it looked like he was just boosting. It didn't look like he was doing a downswing. I might have to roll that back and check that. But there you go. You can see that stun stack really quickly when you pair the two up with each other. He just burned his tackle though, so we're just going to move in, get the downswing. Finishes him off. I thought it wouldn't quite finish him off. I forgot how much damage that beam dagger does. That dagger actually genuinely does a lot of damage. It's really cool. So this suit, I need to check and see if I put turning parts on this. I don't remember. But for a raid, it is pretty unmaneuverable, which perfectly fair considering how that shield operates. But you might be able to catch it if you're paying attention. The turning speed is very low, even compared to like a lot of generals, which means that in comparison to other raids and even other generals, your ability to charge in your charges have to be a lot more purposefully done, because redirecting mid boost in order to line up your shots a lot more difficult. And once again, you'll see, like I was saying, that poor support. He just has an unfortunate set of circumstances. And here we're gonna see a guy come right around behind me, hit me in the feet anyway, and trip me up. Got taken. I don't think I got taken down by him though. I think I got taken down by the guy behind him. Let's see. Yeah, the Pale Rider Cavalry instead of the. Oh, it's the Gym Raid, I think, is the one that was attacking me. The one with the shotgun and the heat daggers. Very fun suit, by the way. I really enjoy mine. I need to take it out again. I was considering it recently. It was popping up. I was about to say, I think it's in the same point range. Obviously, it's in the same point range. I'm fighting them. But, yeah, I was considering it. Really bad swing there. Very upset about that. I kind of reacted to the red on my radar. Was not paying enough attention to who was actually in front of me. Getting a couple good hits here, but we're pretty surrounded, so we're gonna not last long, which is not fun, but this is what happens when you spawn into a group of 5 enemies. So that was a really short life. That was a really short life, but we should be back on field without too much delay. It is a lower cost room, so those respawn times aren't too crazy. That is the interesting thing about the low cost rooms. So low cost, of course, is a lot simpler than high cost. You've got suits that typically, and this is like sort of like midpoint range, I want to say. So it's not like, it's not a 200 point match. There's still some interesting stuff coming in at this point. But when you get into like the 200, 300 pointers, stuff like that, you tend to have suits that have these very basic functions. It's like I have my one sword, I have like my one thing that I do, right? And the health pools are just really low too, so you end up with these interesting, as far as tactics go, you end up with these really interesting matches because you really need to support each other more since you're all kind of doing one particular thing. And it's much more slower paced sort of gameplay. It's definitely very interesting. Oh, we're gonna have a fascinating little bit of pilot gameplay here. This is, I didn't expect to get that airstrike off at all. I really thought I'd get stepped on. But I'm still here. Not only am I still here, I hit someone with my bazooka. I rarely even get the opportunity to do that, so I'm pretty happy. And somehow I'm standing here. Well, now my HP is recharging. I stunned him so he couldn't step on me, so I'm still alive, trying to line up a shot with the bazooka, but quite frankly, I think he's out of range of the bazooka anyway, so we just spawned our mobile suit, got in. I didn't want to spawn my mobile suit earlier because everyone was right there. I didn't want to just get destroyed upon dropping down or me get killed trying to get into it or anything like that, but the rest of my team's here now. The enemy team got pushed off the point, so now we're going to try to make up what lost time we can by really getting in here, playing as aggressively as I can without just like putting myself out there to die. Got a little caught on that little ledge there, unfortunately, so we couldn't push as hard as I would like to, and now we're getting kind of stun locked, unfortunately, which I think is going to lead to... No, I guess not. I was going to say, I think it's going to lead to me getting, like, shot in the back or something and really just pinned down, but that didn't end up happening. That said, you can see we've got... Well, they're not really looking at me, but we've got enemies, like, right in front of me. I'm trying to bait out a tackle from him, trying to charge with the saber, make him think I'm going to... But he doesn't tackle! I don't know why, but he just did not want to tackle at all. Got the kill there anyway, mind you. That's when he really should have tackled instead of tried to dodge, but... Oh well, I got him in the end. That's what mattered. Not my favorite exchange, but I did ultimately get him. Ally's doing a decent job of not getting too much pressure on him. I'm wondering about that. I'm really wondering if he held off there so as to not trip me up or not. Because you see, he just did the one... He might also just have one swing. I need to check what suit he's using, but it was weird to me just to see the one swing there like that. Now, I'm trying to push in because the support spawned right in front of me again. I'm trying to push, but honestly, I didn't have the health to push through the AoE damage that he was putting out, especially with it stunning. So that was definitely a mistake. I probably should have stepped back when he was firing those missiles and just used the shield to do some damage, at the very least until the AoE fields left. Lessons learned, I guess. And I don't know what happened. Oh, you know what? He clicked the shield. That's what happened there. You could see the impact with the heat rod. Does that even make sense? Hold up. Does that even... Because I think that should have still stunned. That's what... Maybe he just missed with the heat rod. The heat rod does have weird hitboxes. Unfortunately, we still ended up losing that match. But, you know, I did decent. I got a lot of damage out just because of, you know, coming face-to-face with the support twice like that. Three times? 2... it was 3 times, I think, including the time I got defeated by him. But coming face-to-face with the support really helped push my damage numbers up, as you could see from the individual dagger hits on specifically the support. But it's a fun suit. It's definitely a fun suit. Really, really cool melee. I like the melee. It's, of course, shorter range, but it's a big, heavy hit. So long as you consistently stun and then move in, you can get some really good damage, which is not that hard to do, despite it not having any instant stun weapons. But that'll do it for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.